Viewers, we have got a special treat tonight. Tonight, we are down in the bunker. And a man that needs no introduction, Eddie G, take it away.
What's up, Diecast community? I'm your host, Eddie G, and you are in the bunker. How is everybody doing today? Prayers for everybody. Are you being the example? Are you calling somebody that you love and telling them that you love them? I want to thank you for coming down here to the Diecast bunker. You could have done anything with this time, small amount of time, but you chose to spend it with me and David. Always appreciate it. And like I like to do every episode is thank all my family, friends, supporters, and subscribers. That means you watching right now. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Yes, you. Right there. And all the collectors, customizers, and content creators in the community. Yeah.
You nailed it, Eddie. And listen, viewers, if you haven't heard that intro before, do yourself a favor. Go check out BunkerDiecast Channel because Eddie G is one of the coolest guys we have in our diecast community.
Oh, thank you, man.
Also one of the nicest guys in the world, not just in the diecast community. And if you don't know him already, I want you to get to know him in this episode of Collections. Today, we're going to look at what Eddie's got in his collection in the bunker. Eddie, I could tell you're amped up, you're hyped up, and that's exactly what I was hoping we would get tonight. But how are you doing, man? What's been going on with you?
I'm good, man. I'm coming off of a week of being under the weather.
And let's talk about Eddie's collection. Like, let's talk about maybe what do you like to collect, Eddie?
Mainly everything I grew up with. Cars my family had, my grandparents had, which was a variety of domestic and like JDM. You know, my grandfather had a 510 wagon for years.
That's really cool.
Volkswagen van. Now my father has it. You know, just things like that I grew. Even simple as the Cosworth, but here it was the Merker. My sister used to have an '89 Merker, so I have that. You know, I have the Cosworth up there.
That's
you know,
wild.
an homage to her. You know, so some of the cars that like I said, my father had, and family members had, and even that I had, is some of my favorite things to collect. You know, anything trucks, mainline trucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. We know about that. Well, well, I hope you got some good stuff to show us tonight. We'd love to see some highlights of your collection, and maybe hopefully we'll get to some of the customs that I know you cherish from other collectors as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Floor is yours. So what would you like to show if you were giving somebody an introduction to your collection?
Right there. That could be a C10. That could be a 63 Suburban. My father had one of these growing up. And just like this, 63. And this is one of my favorite castings to collect. Basically, I was a kid when he had it. You know, I was a teenager. And it was an important time in my life. Some people would say maybe not so good or not so bad, but it was important all around, you know, and I remember it well. Look at that, boop. But yeah, these are the Suburbans, Auto World. They do such a good job on these. So anytime I see these, I try to grab them. I only have a few, but anytime I see them, I'll grab whatever ones I can see. Things, any color, any iteration, any style, rat fink style, blue, white, all gold, anything. One of my favorite right here.
That's cool, man.
See now, this was their new casting, the new Z.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. That was the new Z was their new casting, right? Now it's painted headlights, but if they had done lens like they did on the Supra, I think you know, it would have been a better look to it if you ask me. But I mean, for the price, you can't go wrong. The scale, like I said, that's another thing. One of my favorite things too, like I said, is mostly like stock, clean vehicles.
Amen.
It's part of growing up, seeing those as well. You know, that's what, you know, I just collect what you love what you collect, no matter what it is, you know. And I know I got a lot of videos, and I spend a lot of time trying to get my name out there and pumping out so much content. I didn't know what I don't know what I was doing. I still don't know
Right.
what I'm doing. I don't
No, I'm
edit.
with you.
That's the only thing. I don't edit my videos. I leave the bloopers in there. Also, I don't, really curse in my videos or anything because that's not what it's about. You know what I mean? It's just I try to just keep it the diecast. I know there's a lot going on in other people's channels or in the world. I want this to be a place where you can come for 5 minutes and just either laugh at me, enjoy some diecast, and, get
Just
something from it.
just relax, escape,
Yeah,
a little escape.
that's what, and all, one of my favorite things to do too is, do shout out channels for new channels because that's what was done for me. So I see anybody out there who has less than 100 subs, I try to, shout them out way back. I don't know if people remember. I used to have a thing called the Super Duper Shout Out Free the Peace Friday
I remember
Fiesta,
that. I do remember that.
and it was hundreds and hundreds. Check this out. It was hundreds and hundreds of people's names, and you know, I still keep it. I still keep it. I still keep it. You know what I mean? And I add to it. One of these days, maybe I'll do 1,000 channel shout out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm up there with a lot of, a lot of them up there, but it's just fun, and it's just to help, that, like I said, that was done for me. So there wouldn't be no Bunker Diecast, Paco's Diecast Garage designed the design for me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Jesse's Diecast Garage did that awesome diorama custom for me, surprise.
Yep.
J&J Hot Wheels uh made the channel stickers for me for a surprise for my 500 subscriber surprise. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
was awesome. Thank you, J&J, Josh and Jaden.
That's a
So
cool thing about our collections, man. Like everybody's walls are always evolving. They're growing, they're changing, and you keep it fresh. And it's
yeah.
cool. It kind of stimulates your brain, and people kind of sleep on the fact that your hobby's supposed to stimulate you and foster that creativity. And I see that in you, and I see that working, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. And as far the shelves too, trying to consolidate because I have stuff in let me see, I got stuff in jammers. So like once these once these shelves once these shelves fill up, because I'm just keeping my premiums, and I'm gonna have just shelves dedicated to Auto World, Johnny Lightning,
Oh, I like that.
um,
Yeah.
and Green Light, and then I'm gonna do shelves that are all just the Hot Wheels premiums, and then some over here, some of my mystery model stuff. I don't know if you can see some of that stuff right there. So at this point, I think my grandson has more loose cars than I do, to be honest, because I give him cars just about every other day. I got some of my premiums up here, some real popular ones. I know that was a popular one right there.
Absolutely. Deutschland
Yeah,
design, maybe.
Deutschland Design. This was series 2 of Deutschland Design.
Mm-hmm.
The second one that came out. Here's another popular one, Boulevards. Just
Oh
came
yeah,
out.
man, that thing is so clean.
Yeah, this is the Cyberpunk Porsche, basically,
Right.
which was that one right there. Real popular one.
Pretty new casting. I think they nailed that. What do you think?
Yeah, they did a real good job. It looks good. Proportions and everything, I think, look real good. One of my favorites right here. This was given to me from somebody I haven't heard from in a while. I hope he's doing okay. David LaPlante over at
Diecast Life or Death.
I haven't heard from him in months. I had his personal number. David, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well, brother. And if you're, I hope if you got sick, I hope you're getting it. Last time I heard he was sick, he told me he wasn't, he was sick. So, like I say, we lost too many good people in this hobby, you know what I mean? And set too early, and like I said, when I was first coming in is when Opa had passed and Saul.
Yep.
And then Bog passed. I don't know if you knew
Yep.
Bog from
I did.
Man,
Absolutely.
he was ultimate gentleman collector there, if you ask me. You know what I mean? He was very welcoming when I first came into the community. I didn't even have a channel name. I was just a orange E.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know how it looks because I could be anybody. When you comment on people's stuff and people don't know you yet, so that's why I would just watch his stuff and I would love going to his lives and checking out his lives with everybody. Um, I love Auto World, man. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Look at all those caddies and Lincolns.
Lincolns, caddies, all Lincolns back there, and then these are all some of my caddies, my trucks, my Corvettes right there, C8. Down here, this one's a new casting
Mm-hmm.
Impala. I had this car.
Oh,
96
sweet.
Impala
Yeah.
GR1 motor, black 22-inch 5-spoke rims on it. I had mine was ridiculous though, David. If I told you, you'd be like, "Why?" I had alligator and ostrich interior.
Why
It was
not, man?
crazy. My family's gonna be watching this, so believe me, they'd be like, "You didn't have that car." If I really didn't have it, he's lying. He didn't have that car.
They'll leave a comment.
You know what I mean? I just I also think being able to share it with it's fun to be able to share with my grandson, especially. He loves it. He loves cars. Anything that's a car, let me get it.
Let me ask you this, Eddie. When I search for Eddie G or Diecast Bunker on YouTube, when I search by those terms, so many channels come up and they say Diecast mail call from Eddie G or from Bunker Diecast. Why is that important to you to share with other collectors in the community?
Oh man, because one, so many people have given me stuff that there's certain things that if I can find it and I can get it to you, I'll do my best to do that. You know what I mean? I've had some chase pieces, even some supers I've given away to other people, because
Yeah.
that's what was given to me, and like I said, yeah, I can hold on to it, and then, like some people say, it has the value or whatever, but I guess the value is all depending on what you value it as. You know what I mean? And if it can be better in somebody else's collection, then so be it.
When you look on those shelves, what do you think that
So
you
I see
collect
this.
the most of?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I've only got one of these in my collection
Yep.
sent to me by Dane Self, and until I held it in my hand, I opened it, and then you know what I mean. I got to
It's
hold
different.
it, feel the weight of it, look at it, and I said, there's definitely levels to this die casting. Now look at same thing.
Yep.
One's a Hot Wheels. You know what I mean?
Yep. One's a Kaido
I,
house.
I,
Yep.
I like it. This is a rabbit hole I don't want to go down, but it's the quality. It's beautiful. Thank you, Dane Self, for the first Kaido
Shout,
house in my collection.
shout out to Dane over in Alabama,
But
like me.
yeah, also I love this thing too because I
Yeah.
just love this 510 wagon. Period. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
Yep.
So I collect even all the main lines of these ones. So like I said, eventually, like I said, I'm probably just gonna move to like a lot of people. I do collect Matchbox moving parts, everyone I can get my hand on though. I don't care if it's
They're awesome.
I don't I don't care if it's like they're cheaper, they don't have rubber wheels, they're not like the Matchbox collectors or even the sound of this one.
I put it just
Metal,
yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah.
metal on metal,
Yep.
just the simplicity of it.
How would you answer this? What's your favorite part of the diecast hobby?
Oh man, my favorite part. I mean, when people find stuff in the wild, uh, when people go out of the way to get something to somebody that's missing from their collection,
Mm-hmm.
and also all the charity work everybody does, all the giving, man.
Yeah.
You know, uh, for me, there's just a lot of there's just so much to that I do like. There's just so much that I do like about it, and so many aspects that I don't see. It's hard for me to explain because I could like one part of it, but there's so many other parts to other people why they like it. for me, like I said, everything that I grew up with, being able to share it. I put out so much content, so there's always stuff to watch on my channel. Everything from shorts to 20-minute video.
Right.
And like I said, it's stuff that might be not the newest stuff or the best stuff, but it's what I like and what I like about it. Share a little story about it. And I like going live, going jumping in everybody's lives, chatting with everybody on the
Mm-hmm.
diecast breakdown. Um,
So it's that interaction with everybody. I mean,
yes,
that's what
especially in
feeds
my
you.
comments. If somebody takes the time to leave me a comment, leaving kind words, I can take the time to leave a comment back. I can't imagine having 10,000 subscribers, man. I only got 500. You know what I mean? It'd be
Well,
hard to keep up, and I just try to keep it personal. You know
yeah,
what I mean? As much as I can. It's I'm not always like I said, I'm not always feeling good, or I'm not always feeling up. So if I don't, I won't upload.
yeah.
You know what I But I stay consistent a couple times a week, you know, once or twice a week, if anything, and just because I gotta crack something open too. I can't just not,
No, I
you
heard
know.
that.
I guess that's why that's what I like the diecast community for. That's what I like diecast collecting for. You know what I mean?
Well,
Uh,
well, Eddie, we love you, man, and especially from the guys with Diecast Breakdown. I want to especially thank you on their behalf. You have been an ardent supporter of the Diecast Day of Giving from day one, and we really appreciate that. And just wanted to thank you in kind of a little bit of a public format, because I think you need to get some props for that. So thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I appreciate it, man. But
Have people sent you customs that really meant a lot to you?
absolutely.
Oh man, I'm glad you ended up with that one, Eddie. I mixed that paint up in my shop myself. I put that orange together. That's when I was airbrushing. I shaved the fenders on that 620 to make it more stock. That
Little
was one of my
Opa there.
favorites. Yeah, and that was Opa's Aston Martin custom. He killed that. The interior is just insane on that one.
I like the paint red on this. Looks really good. Deep
That
red.
deep red. Yeah, that was a beauty.
We got Chuck's van.
Got the diecast breakdown. I think
Mr.
that was
Grego right
the
here ready to broadcast live,
heck yeah.
live, local, and late breaking.
Free diecast.
This was one of Mark's very first.
Heck yeah. There's your matchbox. Is that a moving part or is that a collector?
This one right here, I believe, is collectors.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't see this is my last video, the Wicked Pissa.
Oh, Eddie. Eddie the
Yep,
Godfather.
Simple Customs. Look at that.
Guys, you got to go watch that video on Eddie G's channel when he opened that, because he shows off all the details on that, and Eddie P just went to town on that thing.
With the show, Josh and Jaden, J&J Hot Wheels did this one for me. My favorite color is green.
Dang, that is beautiful. Oh, I love that, man. I love the rear end on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's really well done.
Chop top.
Chop top.
Yeah. Here's one that's glow in the dark from Bullet Tony Customs.
How cool is that? GTR.
Yeah. This actually glows in the dark. He did
That's
a good
wild.
job.
Yeah.
He did such a good job with this, man. I got customs from miniature Mustangs. Who else I got up here? Man, I got miniature Mustangs, Bullet Tonys, Charles Diecast Garage, Soupy Diecast Customs.
Yep.
I'm trying to name the names here. Hewitts. I got
Yep.
Hewitts up here.
The president.
I got. Let's see. Look at this bad boy.
Ooh, wee. Who did that? Is that
Hewitt.
Hewitt's? Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like
this
his
is
work.
the Dia de los Muertos.
Day of the Dead. Looking good.
Here's another one, 510 wagon, because like I said, I love the 510 wagon. This was Manny's Custom Garage on YouTube and Instagram. He did a good job with this
That's
monster.
beautiful. Yeah. I
It
mean,
looks
that,
almost like a super.
yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Looks better than a super.
Oh, there we go. Much better.
Mm,
Much
mm,
better.
mm. Boy, it's catching that light.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Manny's Custom Garage. He killed it with the monster livery on this one. Man, then when I started my channel, I had no customs. But I gotta say, to be honest, I am these two shelves over here, this
Yep.
one and this one over here, this next one. I got stuff on them, but those are gonna be reserved for customs as well. You know what I mean? These are all customs. You know, Diecast Carnut, Sally Stang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know who that is. He
Just
did
the name.
yep, he did Tony's Diecast did this about 2 years ago for me almost. It's a Impala
Mm-hmm.
as well, custom, all black, because I had black 5-spoke on mine,
Oh,
so we did
okay.
black
So that's
5-spoke.
your car.
Yeah, yeah. So that was pretty cool, and Diecast Cardinal did that one for me.
That's some
You
horsepower right there.
better watch out.
Well, that's awesome, man. So we know when we go to your channel, we see some really cool, really fun unboxings. We see some customs from time to time. Um, what should fans of the channel look forward to in 24? You got uh any plans that are different than what you're doing now? Anything you want to add to the channel?
Well, other than the makeover down here, I'm gonna still be doing my shout outs. I'm still gonna be looking for channels that, are 100 subscribers or less. And I'm gonna, go through there and try to get them some traffic. And I'm just here, like I said, to share what I got, show what I got, spread it, and hopefully make somebody's day too watching my silly videos.
So let me put you on the spot, Eddie. If somebody's watching your videos and they're watching something and they have a brand new channel, would you mind if they left you a comment to see if they could get a shout out on one of your future
Nope,
videos?
nope. Leave it in the comment. If I miss your comment, it's for some reason YouTube hides
It
comments
does.
and it'll pop up like a week later,
That's the
you
truth.
know? And I don't know why they've been doing that. But like I said, I answer everyone. So if you're a new channel, you got less than 100 subs, and you would love a shout out, hit me up in my videos in the comments, and I will definitely do it. I got no problem. And I'll get to crack something open. And
Yeah, that's super cool, man. That is really cool. Well, what would you want to tell? I guess, is there anything you want to share with people watching this video about you or your channel, or what this community has done for you? Anything along that train of thought?
uh, it's like therapy for me, man. It's like therapy for me. Sometimes I gotta get away and just look at, even just sit here and look at my stuff. Sometimes it's just relaxing with no noise, no nothing. Close the door and just sit here kind of quiet, or I'll read a book in here. I I do read. I read a lot of books. Like I said, one of the main reasons I do this too is because I'm handicapped. Everybody knows this, I wear a prosthetic. I was in a bad motorcycle accident, some years back. But the reason I do this too is like, if you want to start a channel, it don't matter what shape you're in, you could do it. If you're old, young. Like I said, I was kind of like nervous and shy, but when I shoot my videos, nobody else is down here, so it's easier. You know what I mean? There's not a crowd watching me live. So it's easier for me to do what I, want to do, and I can relax versus having like people watching. It's more anxiety for me.
Yeah.
So I think when doing the videos and sharing what I found and what I find and starting out, shout out Mark when I, first started commenting on people's pages. He was the one that told me, show show what you got, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like show it. He's like just make it, he's just upload it, make a video and upload it. And I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how to talk. So my first video was like this. I like this car.
It's red.
I'm Eddie. This is my car.
Right. I think you're onto something, man. Like everybody's first videos are garbage. Just
Yeah.
know it, and get a little bit better each time.
I had to
That's it.
find I had to find what I wanted to talk about, how I wanted to show it, and it took me having to go back and watch the video and listen to it and see what angles, like, is this better like this? Is this better like this? Before I would have the camera like this up close to me, but facing down with the table right here, and literally
Right.
the camera is just like this. You can see half my face and
Right.
half the table and half the car.
Yep. No, we've all had our horror stories of our cringy videos.
But I encourage people to go back. You want to laugh at me, go back. You know what I mean? That's what it's for. Believe me, and that's why I leave all the word flubs in there. And sometimes I drink too much coffee, and sometimes I drink too much coffee, and I say so many words wrong, and I'm like, whatever. You know, I'll leave that in. See who catches that. Usually somebody catches it. They'll leave it in the comments. They're like, I heard you.
Right. No, I trust me. I get tons of corrections all the time. um, well, listen, man, you inspire like so many different types of collectors and so many people that probably aren't even collectors yet, just with your enthusiasm and your kindness, and the whole community thanks you, man. And that's why we had to get you on collections, because yeah, I wanted to see your cars, but man, I wanted people to get to know Eddie, because I mean you're one of the good guys in our community, sir, and I salute you.
Thank you, man. Like I said, it was an honor. It's an honor that you even asked me to be on here, and I'm humbled. You know what I mean? And I'm just having fun. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I'm having fun with what I'm doing, and just sharing it. And I'm gonna keep doing that. And like I said, 2024, I'm gonna, besides a little makeover that I'm gonna try to do. Like I said, you want a shout out, hit me in the comments. I can do
Yep.
that for you. I can do that on IG too. So you know what I mean. I'll do it just to, if people need a little push. I don't got the. I use my phone. I don't got a
Yep.
camera. I just use my phone, point, shoot,
Yep.
boop, boop, boop.
Well, if everybody just had fun in our hobby, man, it'd be might be a little bit different, might be a little bit better. Who knows?
I think
That's a different
if it,
topic for a different day.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause like I said,
uh,
I don't know what I'd do if I had 10 plus thousand subscribers, man. Like how would you know what I mean? Like
hey,
if I
listen,
did, I'd be happy. But I don't. My goal isn't to have so many subscribers as it is have engaging subscribers and people
right?
who really enjoy my content. And that's it.
You may not
And I
have
hope
it.
so.
You may not have that 10K, next month, but it's probably going to happen, brother. It probably is going to happen, because you got something that people like. And listen, as we're kind of getting up near the finish line here. Is there anything you want to say? Any shout outs or anything you need to do uh, right here at the close of this episode?
I want to say thank you to every single one of my family, friends, supporters, and subscribers. That means you watching right now. And all the collectors, customizers, and content creators in the community. Thank you for all your support and kind words over the last few years. Get it? That's why I had to kind of like do a video. So I put a face with the name, and then spent the last year before pumping out so much content, that there's got to be something for you there. There's got to be something. So I just love sharing it, and I hope that somebody's having a bad day and get a laugh out of it, smile, especially
Yep.
if they like Diecast. And if so, it was a success.
All right, viewers, listen, you have gotten to know Eddie G in this interview. Please go to Diecast Bunker and check out his channel. You'll smile. I guarantee you that you'll smile multiple times during a video. Until the next episode of Collections, take care. This is David at Twice Diecast.
Peace, everybody.